It's never going to work. What are you thinking with a bed slinger? 500, 500, 500. Why only going that big? Why not going even bigger, you know? This is just like an Elegoo 3D printer. Are you falling off your chair, Comgrow? What did you do? In the closer look videos, I also gave my opinion about a 3D printer or the features of a 3D printer, being honest and giving my thoughts and ideas about the 3D printer. So the Comgrow T500 3D printer, a clipper-based 3D printer with a huge building volume. 500 times 500 times 500. Gonna be bigger, like 1000 times 1000 times 1000 at a discount price of just $120, something like that. That would be cool. And a 200 millimeters per second printing speed. That is interesting. So it's not super fast, right? Clipper, 200 millimeters per second printing speed. I mean, it's a bed slinger, I can imagine. But let's view it and see what I think about it. Printing larger with consistency. Unleash your imagination with extensive printing area of 500 times 500 times 500 millimeters, enabling you to bring grand scale projects to life with exceptional finesse. It's big. That's huge, it's big. Just imagining having those 3D printers. Just imagining having something like this standing somewhere in one of those shelves. I need to have, I'm going to have a little problem. Bring out the speed. Direct extruder highlighted with a 6.5:1 gear ratio, secured up to 25 millimeter cubed per second extrusion rate, resulting in a 200 millimeter per second regular printing speed at thicker layer height. Brutal motors realize 8000 millimeters per second square acceleration on both the X and Y axis. I can imagine having this kind of 3D printer has not a 0.4 millimeter nozzle. It's going to be a 0.8 or even 1 millimeter. Operating clipper on a 7-inch touchscreen. Built-in clipper saves you from redundant configuration and additional hardware requirements. Cut the hassle, just the fun. Effortless leveling, a 49-point auto leveling function. Bit farewell to manual leveling. Oh, you know, the thing that I realize, if you have this size bed volume, needs also a higher wattage for your power supply. I'm going to guess like an 700 till 800 watts power supply. I hope it doesn't mean well power supply. Yeah, it is Comgrow, so I can imagine that they are using something like that. Or maybe two power supplies, each 400. Just one is for the bed, just like that one. All metal hot end with a hardened nozzle. Hardened nozzle. Elevated your prints with our 300 degrees C all metal hot end and nozzle. The hardened steel nozzle and hence wear resistant, enabling printing of mixed carbon fiber or more abrasive exotic filaments. That sounds nice. That sounds like a really good idea. High precision stepper movement and smooth extrusion. The T500 incorporates a high precision stepper motor system and a smooth extrusion mechanism with a gear ratio of 6.5:1, ensuring precise material flow and excellent control. Efficient cooling, equipped with three 3010 fans for effective material extrusion cooling, control LED lighting, that is nice. Wi-Fi connectivity, yeah, nowadays, and especially when you are working with Clipper, you need to have something like Wi-Fi or LAN. Control printer remotely using Wi-Fi transmission for seamless operation, that is very nice. Manual Z-axis adjustment, is that needed? Look, oh my gosh, look, those extrusions, are those 4040s? These extrusions are 4040s, all of them. And those adjustment knobs are inside. So that means that the whole Z-axis, the lead screws are on the inside. Easily adjust the Z-axis height with the convenient top mounted dial. Do we really want that? So sturdy construction, the Z-axis support bracket ensures the machine's stability during printing. Oh, instead of having those big diagonal rods on the backside, what you will sometimes see for bigger printers. I mean, I have the artillery sidewire, the X2. It's a big printer, and sometimes you can move the top of the Z-axis, which is not really great. You need to have supports on the backside in order to get it right. And so Comgrow solves this by adding this kind of bracket. They have this diagonal. I'm not really sure how sturdy it is, but I can imagine that. I see here a sign of a motor. How did they do that? The dual Z and Y axis. Dual motors for the Z and Y axis guarantee stable and precise printing. Yeah, well, if you have a big bad slinger, no bad dad jokes, you need to have more stepper motors to make sure that the bed is going in the same movement as it intended to be. It looks nice. High power motors. I think, if I can guess it, these wouldn't be NEMA 17 motors what you usually see on normal 3D printers. I think for the bigger movements, I think they are using the NEMA 23 motors. A 600 watts, only 600, meanwhile power supply. So I thought like 700, 800, so I wasn't so far off. I would have given it a little bit more, but you know, a filament out sensor. I think you need to buy the bigger spools, bigger prints. Big printer means bigger prints, meaning bigger nozzle and bigger spools. Internal linear rails on the X, Y and Z axis for enhanced stability. So inside of those are all linear rails. Intelligent slicing software, Cura. Yeah. The T500 comes with intelligent slicing software, streamlining model slicing and preparation process, making it user-friendly even for beginners. So they are saying, hey, if you want to print big, buy our 3D printer and you can start printing big prints. Finally, a big benchy. Assembly in 50 minutes, yeah, unless you are a content creator on YouTube and you are making pictures and videos in the meantime, and will take you something like an hour. It's a nice design 3D printer. Think big, print bigger. Okay, so they have models, but they have models here. They don't tell from which designers it are. So TPU, wood, badgy, with carbon fiber, PLA, nice. Oh my gosh. 39 kilograms. And this printer is heavy. If Comgrow sends me this 3D printer over to review on the channel with almost 40 kilograms, I'm not going to be able to put it here in this room. It's too big, too heavy. 7-inch IPS touchscreen with a 60 megahertz refresh rate, steel nozzle. They have a 0.4, 0.6 and a 0.8 steel nozzle. I think people, if you are going to buy this 3D printer any soon, just put the 0.8 on there and just go big already. Also buy a lot of spools of filament. Polymaker has 3 kilogram spools. The hotbed is 5. Normally they don't mention it. So the power supply is 600 watt. 500 is already for the heated bed. I'm going to guess the price. I'm not going to say that I'm good at it. It's going to be a guess. But looking to the material, looking to the stuff that they are used on their machine, I'm going to guess that this 3D printer. It is a big 3D printer, having great material used in it, some branded material like Meanwhile power supply. I think that this price would be around the 500 or 550 US dollars, because everybody wants to buy the P1P or the P1S or some other Bamboo Labs kind of 3D printer. But Comgrow has the T500, and how nice would it be that this 3D printer is in the price range of 500 USD. Elegoo. Okay, Elegoo. Let's check Elegoo. The Neptune 3 Max. If we are going big, we are going for the Neptune 3 Max, $470. And then you have a printing volume of 420 times 420 times 500. So this with the printing volume comes very closely to the Comgrow T500. I think like 500, 550 USD is going to be the price. I will put the link in the description of this video where you can check out and subscribe for getting more information about the Comgrow T500. If you made it this far in this video, you are amazing. If you didn't know that, now you know. Also, a special thanks for these amazing supporters of this YouTube channel. All names will be mentioned here or just in front of me, it doesn't matter. But a great shout out to these people of the Z3DP gang. Yes, you can be also a gang member of the Z3DP movement. I call it the Z3DP printing gang or Z3DP gang. They are amazing. They are supporting this channel. You can also join by checking the Patreon link or become a YouTube channel member. Perks are on the bottom. You can also support this channel. If you are not subscribed, subscribe, because almost 90% of the viewers are not subscribed. Where are you waiting for? Please hit the subscribe button. If you also want to support this channel by liking this video, very well appreciated. Thank you so much. You can also share this video on other social medias. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Peace. Bye-bye.